everyone, welcome to
LepakBIM, the Laid Back Malaysian podcast.
Hello everyone, I am Nick Farah.
And I'm Naim.
Shafika here. Welcome to
LepakBIM, the Laid Back Malaysian podcast. Okay, today I will introduce our guest. So, Surveyor Hajah Sharifah Nuraini Norin binti Said Ibrahim Al-Jamululail, the Treasurer of Royal Institute of Surveyor Malaysia, and Senior Project Manager in Perunding DMA Sdn Berhad. Also, BIM Director in IPIM, which is Integrated Project Information Management. Okay, I would like to call Surveyor Sharifah as a Kak Pa because she's quite close to me. Can ah?
Boleh, can.
Okay, Kak Pa. So basically, the topic today will be about the BIM, which is the Building Information Module. So, what is BIM?
Okay. For information, building information modeling is a digital representation of a physical and functional characteristics of a facility. So, BIM is a shared knowledge resource for information about a facility, forming a reliable basis for decisions during the life cycle, defined in an existing from earliest conception to demolition.
So that's the definition, the whole definition of BIM. Yes,
that's according to Building Smart and National Institute of Building Services.
Okay. What is the simpler way to explain for the beginners what is BIM?
Building information modeling is the 3D model that you can see before building it. So what you can see from the 3D model represents the actual model that you will build.
BIM ni macam software lah.
BIM is not a software, it's a process. The BIM softwares are the tools for you to do the process.
The tool. So this is the process. BIM is the process.
It's process, yes.
How much the percentage that BIM is already implemented in the construction industry nowadays?
In Malaysia or in
Malaysia?
In Malaysia? Well, sad to say that I think BIM is still progressing. Maybe around 30%. Architects being the main players. Okay, then it will be the engineers and QS. Okay,
so
and facilities
30% is quite low percentage in Malaysia. Yes,
correct.
Does this because the BIM cost is quite high or?
Yes. Well, to embark on BIM, you've got to have all these things that you have to have. Example, you have to know to give the trainings and to have the cost of having the software, hardware and softwares, as well as training all the people. And there must be also a risk that you might lose them instantly after you train them. See, that's why.
It's not easy to learn the software, right? So that's why
that have BIM.
The BIM itself actually is not that difficult. However, I mean, like because you all are Gen Z, X, Y, Z, right?
Chile IT.
Yeah, so you are all IT savvy people. So basically, for us, BIM is made for you. So when we do BIM, it's that's where you should take the advantage and learn it so that you can improve yourselves and your careers.
So since you expertise in BIM, so how did BIM facilitated communication and collaboration across different project stakeholders in construction industry? So what is your opinion about that? Well,
BIM actually have, with this BIM platform, you can actually communicate with each other with the 3D visualization. Example, usually when we talk to each other, it's different from when you can visualize it.
Yes.
So this visualization enhances the communication between architects, QS and engineers. Main problem in construction industry is all the stakeholders don't talk to each other.
The communication issues.
Really, if let's say you can visualize it, you say, instead of talking and saying what it is, you can actually visualize, and everyone can use the same basis model, and that would really improve the communication within the construction industry.
I see.
So this means that BIM is really effective for project management.
Definitely, yes. For project management as well, it has the facility to even do the planning and 4D and 5D and costing as well. So basically for project management, that's the right tool for you to use, and it's more and you can visualize it as well, simulation. Okay, so basically when you want to propose and show to the clients what is the progress on site, you just visualize it, and then the clients will therefore know what they want and they don't want, and probably could improve their decision making as well. So that's where project management is important to have BIM.
Oh, I see. Okay, Puan, how can BIM enhance collaboration and efficiency in the construction industry project management process?
Project management process, yes. As I said to you just now, when you can actually do 3D, link 3D, 4D and 5D together. 3D meaning the visualization, 4D meaning the scheduling and planning together. Okay? Together with the 5D, which is cost. That is what project management needs, basically. It's a project management. Main thing is you need to be good in time, okay? The quality and the cost, isn't it?
Yes.
So with this, it enhances project management
With all of this thing.
with the BIM tools.
Yeah.
And also there's clash detection the software. It will help early detection of clash. So you don't have to build it and hack it and rework and wastage and things like that. So basically this helps the project management and cost down.
Yeah. It's really interesting
Yes.
tools.
So do you think that the implementation of BIM ni should be in our academic punya syllabus?
Of course. If let's say the BIM is already, actually to be frank with you, BIM is already in the syllabus in some of the universities already. Okay, there are even master's course in UPM with BIM.
BIM. Master in BIM.
Oh, master
Yes.
in BIM.
Oh.
Yes.
UPM.
Not only
Master
BIM,
BIM,
yes. It has value management as well, and BIM integrated.
Integrated.
Yes. Okay. So when the main thing is when you have BIM education in universities, it will help the private sectors, and because it will minimize pinching of staffs.
Pinching of staff, yes.
Because when for the private sectors, once you train, then people get pinched. Okay, so when students themselves already knows from the university all this BIM, when it's important when first instance of interview, when you ask, do you know BIM? Then when the students say yes, we know for QS, Gloden, Cosx, and Vico and others. So this enhances and helps the salary as well.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Of course.
But when BIM is actually I can say like memudahkan kerja kita lah as a QS.
Yep.
So that adakah kemungkinan yang bahawa QS punya kerja ni mungkin di-replace by the technology?
Oh, definitely not.
Not lah.
Not. Okay. This is a myth because you see, BIM is a tool. Rubbish in, rubbish out. You put in rubbish, it comes out rubbish. So you need intellectual and experienced people to put in these softwares so that it can come out right.
Sebab itulah kita ada training apa semua tu kan.
So we still
kalau
have
tak-
the operator
Yes.
for that.
So
Tenaga
kalau
kerja
kita
manusia.
perlukan
Someone yang very
Intelligent.
intelligent people. Yes.
with
Intelligent people.
human factors.
Kiranya teknologi ni tak akan replace kita punya as a peluang pekerjaan
Definitely
ke, tak ada.
not. It helps you to make your work quicker, taking off. Macam Naim pun dah pernah kerja dengan perunding di MA.
Yes.
So basically dah tahu dah betapa cepatnya
Yes.
menggunakan BIM dengan Cosx, Gloden,
Binaling.
Binaling and the others lah. Okay.
So I guess this is only for our first segment, and then we will back for the second segment after kita orang ada iklan.
Advertisement.
Sabar nak.
Janji ada iklan. Tengok
Okay.
So we'll back after iklan. So bagi Nurin Nik Farah cakap lah.
So we catch up later after this. So bye.
Bye.
Penat dah. Balik dah kena masak lagi. Dah nak kena masak pula.
Tapi dinner you nak masak apa?
You bagi sekejap.
Hai Mama. Tak ada makanan ke? Lapar. Pergi kakak nak pergi tuition. Sekarang ni makanan tak ada.
Bapa lupa dah nak beli makanan untuk kakak. Tadi Bapa dah teringat dah.
Itulah. Telah sibuk. Dah balik dah kena masak.
Mak, kakak ada tuition pukul 9 tau. Nak makan lapar.
Mak, nak cepat Papa?
Apa Rio punya benda? Apa lagi yang tak kena?
Tak ada lah.
Kakak pergi tuition.
Ni, kakaknya lapar.
Kadang lambat sekali. Wait. Sebab Papa dah terdengar satu aplikasi yang boleh mempercepatkan you tak payah masak.
Okay, I suka.
You suka? Papa scam ni? No, Papa tak scam. Takkanlah Papa nak scam benda-benda macam ni. Easy for you kan?
Betul. Apa nama aplikasi dia?
Ha! Apa dia ingat apa apps tu ha? Oh! Laparat!
Wait, akak pernah tengok tak? Rasa macam tengok kat TV.
Ha! Apa kali kita guna aplikasi tu kan? Sekarang!
Apa lah tu? Terima kasih. Makanan tak kakak.
So now we're back for the second segment of LepakBIM, the Laid Back Malaysian podcast. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So first of all, I will introduce ourselves. So first, I'm Nurin Zarin Sofia.
I'm Kalis.
And I'm Muhammad Farhan.
Okay, so Puan, since you're an expert in BIM, there are so many questions we would like to ask you regarding BIM, since we are so curious. We're students after all. So I'd like Kalis to ask his questions because I think his questions is really interesting. So if you please.
Thank you, Sophia.
Okay.
So I will start for the first question. So Puan, I want to ask you about the initiatives from government to implemented BIM in Malaysia.
Okay, initiatives of the government we actually have from CIDB. They are the champions for BIM. Basically, CIDB have had giving initiatives like training professionals in the Revit, the softwares, the 3D softwares itself in the BIM Center, which is situated in Sunway Putra in level 11. There's a BIM Center there where the facilities are for all to use. That's one. Okay, this is actually the government initiative to actually create this BIM Center in order to cultivate the people to use BIM. That's one. And for BIM people projects, JKR is also playing their part where they have actually mandated all BIM projects of 10 million and above to implement BIM. So you like it or not, you have to implement BIM. Okay, so this is the initiative for us to move forward. Okay, and there's trainings everywhere, for you to become BIM manager, BIM coordinator, BIM facilities manager. Okay, available. So it's up to you to want to do it.
Berapa persen Malaysian government nak capai untuk integrating BIM ni?
Integrating BIM, of course, dia punya main aim is to have level 3 integration. Level 3 means everyone is using BIM, one platform who can do 3D, 4D and 5D course together. Okay,
So right now it is compulsory to implement BIM in Malaysia.
Mandatory. Yes.
Okay.
For JKR jobs, whoever wants JKR jobs, you have to have all the certificates and proficiencies in BIM, especially architects and engineers.
Point. Just now you talked about level 3 of BIM
Integration. Yes.
So what is level 1 and level 2, and how is the Malaysian construction industry doing now? What level are we at?
Okay. Level 0 means you have no BIM. Okay. So kalau macam someone goes to an interview and say, in that company, what BIM software you have? So if they say we have AutoCAD, that's not BIM.
AutoCAD not BIM.
No. Okay, definitely that's not BIM, just 0. But BIM is like Revit, Tekla, Bentley, okay, lots of other Navisworks, things like that. Okay, this software is the BIM software for integration. Okay, now level 1. Level 1 is where this half. Okay, when you have some BIM software, macam tu kata dia the Revit. Okay, and then after that, tapi masalahnya dia pakai AutoCAD juga. So it's together. So level 1, they're trying to integrate. Tapi belum lagi. Level 2 is integration of Revit, kurang dah AutoCAD. Means dah tak ada dah. Then after that you have Navisworks. You try to simulate and you get the cost. And level 3 is integration between all 3D software design plus 4D, where you can actually do your schedule and planning, okay, together and integrate with the cost. So when the building is built, you can actually see and visualize how much the cost is as well together. So when the client say, okay, at that time, probably within the 15th month, what is my cost? You can actually see how much it is when it progresses. So these are the capabilities of BIM which we can acquire.
Okay. So I'll go to my question. So how does BIM impact the skill sets needed for the professionals in the construction industry right now here in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, well, there is this change management that we need to have in the mindset of the Malaysian proficiencies, especially towards digital proficiency and 3D modeling and data analysis. Initiatives include training programs and educational entrepreneurships to ensure professionals they can adapt to the evolving landscape of digital and BIM. So that is all the skills that they need to have.
I see. So from here, what are the steps that are being taken to address these changes?
The steps that you have to address these changes is actually people, technology, and environment. So the people themselves needs to be top down. From the boss, they must know about BIM, and they must want BIM to help in improving further the services of the professionals and the technology itself, where the technology available softwares, they need to talk to each other. Sometimes, I have to use this iPhone and Android. Can they talk to each other?
No.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the problem. So BIM, you must be able to interact with each other. And the last one is the environment. So we must have a positive environment for BIM, where people must have the attitude that they want to get BIM and also reap the harvest and benefits of BIM.
Oh, I see. That's a really thorough explanation from your side. Do any of you want to add to this?
As Puan said, that BIM can enhance collaboration among stakeholders. Besides its advantages, what is the challenges commonly faced by the construction project manager during integrating BIM?
Well, the old timers usually have this challenge of adopting BIM, Well, the experienced people, they're not IT savvy. So when they see the computers and sometimes they want to learn it, it's a big challenge. Takut seram. Takut salah, turn button hilang semua. Jadi with this lah yang comes the generation Y and Z to help. So but generation X and Y and Z, they don't have the experience though in the construction, so they don't know the construction itself, but they know how to operate the technology BIM. So these people must work with each other. That's the solution for you to make this opportunity, take this opportunity to learn and equip yourself with the technologies of BIM and helping other people who are experienced, okay, and helping them in getting and reaping the BIM benefits. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's this opportunity that you must see. Okay?
Do Khalis have anything to add to this?
I don't have any question right now.
Okay.
Okay. So I have another question. So even though BIM is implemented with the stakeholders and all of that, what are the effects of the usage of BIM, like to the construction projects? Because I've been through my internship and people say that they implement BIM, but I've not really seen the effects of it. So what are the effects?
Okay. Problem in Malaysia, BIM benefits are not totally acquired. They stop at clash detection. Okay, when they do the clash detection, what they can do is they say they have a BIM team formed, and then they will do this clash where they will have like 2,000 clashes. So they'll be very happy. Okay, but because they don't have the integration of 3D, 4D and 5D costs yet, so they can't get the benefits of integration. Okay, IPD, integrated project delivery, where the schedule itself is used with the visualization and cost. Okay, this when we tender for JKR projects, they don't mandate the 4D and 5D yet. They only mandate clash detection. So that's a bit a shame, and we hope that Malaysia will progress further with 3D integrated with 4D and integrated with cost, where the QS skills come in.
Okay, I see. So can you discuss any innovation or unique applications of BIM technology in the Malaysian construction industry that have probably stood out to you in the recent years? Any kind of innovative or unique applications?
Well, the unique applications is when certain projects where they are not totally integrated yet, but we can use the data of the 4D and 5D together with the 3D. Example, projects with Gamuda. They have integrated some of the BIM processes, 3D, 4D and 5D, as well as made the factory in Sepang, which is automated, so for IBS. Okay, so these are the BIM benefits that they have. Okay, and also even the 4.0 benefits. Example, BIM with IoT, as well as smart city, smart house. These are the BIM is the foundation for all these technologies.
Okay.
Have any question, Khalis?
No, I don't have.
Okay. So I think that's all for our podcast today. So we'll be back in another episode of LepakBIM, the Laid Back Malaysian podcast.